one here tonight. Lady Patriots looking to get their second district win of the season. If you look back, we were able to sweep Glasgow last year. 3-1 on September 12th and 3-1 on September 24th. So Glasgow was able to win 2 sets on us last year. But, Randy, we're hoping we get the brooms out tonight and get a sweep. It is best of 5, so looking to get that sweep would be great.
Yeah, and getting that 2-1 in the district, and that would make him 0-3. So they're hitting the cellar, and then we're going to fight it out. The other, it looks like right now we could beat by East, so, maybe a 2.
Yeah.
Come through, maybe a 1.
Looks like East, and I believe it's at Glasgow this year. I was going to say, I think it might be at East. I think the district tournament is at Glasgow. So, Lady Patriots starters, again, we will have featuring Nellie Sailors, Lily Cook, Faith Shaberg, Georgie Tabor, Claire Clay, Ashlyn Metter, and Caitlin Duncan will get the start tonight for the Lady Patriots.
Good to see her back out. Hey, Kyle, before we get started, I was listening to Tom Leach football the other night, and I listen to you most every Friday night. People don't understand how hard volleyball, football, as a radio announcer, you're putting yourself and trying to people visualize these games. And I was listening to Tom, and man, he can do a heck of a job.
Yeah.
I listen to you, Kyle. Now, I don't know, I'm not going to call you Tom Leach yet. However, when I'm sitting there at home, I feel like I'm at the game.
Well, thank you.
You and Chad and Brantley occasionally, y'all do a great job. And I know this one's definitely hard, and you're missing Cassie tonight because she can do a great job on this one. So maybe we can muddle through it.
We'll try. I mean, Cassie does have all the terminology, but we'll try to put you right there as we first serve. And there it is, an ace from the Lady Patriots, Georgie Tabor. First serve, and then we talked about, I think you said it in the pregame, get on them early, and that all starts with getting on the board first and having a great serve there by Georgie Tabor.
And another one right there, that was a good return.
Into the middle, they'll go for the kill, and they'll set it up. Faith Shaberg, the lefty, and normally that works. Shaberg just didn't quite get the angle that she wanted and hits it into the net. But I love that back set we have that throws it back to her and kind of throws teams off because everybody's keying in on Caitlin Duncan and then been able to pass it back to Shaberg. So tied up at 1 into the middle to Duncan. And now they'll pass. Sailors a little too much on that one. Will go out of bounds. 2-1 Glasgow lead.
Over the course of the years that I've been around this, it's amazing. People are becoming more equal. These serves look great, but we're returning them. That's a short one there, but a good dig and well placed.
That was Lily Cook that was able to get the point for ACS, puts it right in no man's land. Lady Scotties can't get to the back line for it. Ties it up at 2-all. Yeah, I don't see how they return some of these serves.
Yeah, I don't either. It's amazing.
Or even when they go up for the kill and we're able to get a dig. And so here's the serve. That was Monroe with the serve. She's checked in for us. She snuck in there. I didn't see her come in. And Monroe, 8th grader.
8th grader. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So in a team of seniors and juniors, Monroe has been playing well and gets the call up and has a good serve right there. Glasgow goes for the kill and going to get it. Monroe diving for it. They have 2 really good players that are going to go for the kill tonight, and that is Denia Wooten, the senior. She's got 46 on the year, but I believe was that number 21? Yes.
I believe so.
Soto leads the team in kills with 88. It's tied at 3. Serve goes into Duncan's hands. Tabor will set it up, and a ACS point. Caitlin Duncan, speaking of kills, Duncan on the year with 141. Just an incredible player. I mean, it seems like a couple years ago we were just trying to get a player to get to 100 in a season, and now we're halfway through the season. She's already at 141, and I think she's missed a couple games. So that's incredible. Quite the player.
Oh, nice play.
Tabor keeps it alive. Now Tabor will volley it over, free ball it over, as just out of reach, hits Tabor's forearm.
I think they was in the net, Kyle.
In the net, so it will be Lady Patriot point. Lily Cook, the junior, will have the serve. 5-3 ACS lead here at Lady Patriot court. And Scotty's hit it into the net. That was number 11, Martin. Can't quite.
You know, we sort of just dumped one, didn't hit it hard. Sometimes it's like that fastball. You got to change speeds a little bit, and it fell right in. Just like that serve wasn't real hard there.
Great job there by the Lady Patriots. Tabor to Duncan. And Duncan with another kill on that left side.
You know, missing those two girls right there, you can tell they're ready to get back in here.
Yeah.
Caitlin's had 2 kills. Georgie's everywhere getting sets, and it's just nice to see both them back and healthy.
Danica Harmon enters the ball game for ACS. A long serve. Scotty's libero hits it at the back line. And then out of reach. Oh, no, it must have hit the line. And it gets in. Glasgow gets the point, 7-4 lead. As tonight is corn dog night. I think so many of the students that come in got a free corn dog.
I went in the wrong gate.
I could smell them when I came through the gate. I was trying to pass as a student, didn't work. Here we go. Shaberg hits it. Now into the hands of Tabor. Harmon sets it up. Duncan gets it across the net. Here come the Lady Scotties. Soto has too much on that one. Principal Shane Humphrey has to grab it.
You have to forgive me. Every now and then I'll flinch and holler out or something. So the coach comes out and hollering things.
Oh, that's all right. Ramsey comes in to serve. She leads us in aces this season with 36. Seems like every game her or Harmon gets on a roll and just serves the ball great. Free ball over. Now into the hands of Metter. She hits it hard towards the Scotty bench. And now Soto gets one to fall right in front, in the middle of Duncan diving for it. 8-5 ACS lead here in the first set.
I keep waiting for that stretch that we'll go on 5 or 6 straight in a row here and pull us out a little further.
Sets it up. They're able to get a dig there. Now Harmon at the back line. Here comes Georgie Tabor. Sets it up for Duncan. Great play there from the Scotties, sliding on her knees to keep it alive. Tabor to Duncan. Duncan trying to get the point. Scotties continue to return the hit. Now Duncan again, and that one will fall.
Placed. Just like we was talking about, she didn't hit that ball hard. It was just well placed.
That was. I mean, that was just out of reach of Soto. And a great play there from Caitlin Duncan. She'll serve for ACS. Duncan serve, jump serve into the net, but rolls over and gets the point for ACS. 10-5 lead here in set 1. Lady Patriots looking for their 10th win of the season. Lady Scotties looking for their 6th. A hard serve near the back line. Scotties are able to return it. Oh, what a play.
Georgie.
Just nice touch right there.
Notice Al Barman walked in over there. Former, well, I think he's coaching middle school or helping middle school with Coach Fisher over there.
That's a man who loves ACS volleyball and has kind of been around the program since the beginning, I believe. So, yeah, great to see him out tonight. Good crowd on hand. See a lot of red over there for the Lady Patriots. That timeout brought to you by North Central Telephone Company. I think he was Class 2A runner-up last year too. So he just misses it one stroke, but hats off to him. But the Lady Patriot golf team was Class 2A runner-up. Ella Anderson, Ford, Carter, all Shelton, all of the Lady Patriot golfers did a wonderful job. I know Coach Stamper and Coach Roy were super proud of them. Hopefully, we'll try to get them on air maybe at halftime of one of the football games, but hats off to our golf team. So
KK aced on that one. That was a hard hit ball there.
Duncan serve.
Oh, and
another one. Back-to-back aces. That was one where the Lady Scotties tried to open up and kind of create the angle to get there, but the ball just kept going. She couldn't.
Yeah, almost like a drop step just to get a better angle.
13-5 lead.
Oh,
Tabor diving for it.
In the net on Glasgow. Georgie, outrageous play right there.
Yeah, that was.
I don't know how she got that.
I mean, she continues. I mean, she's a coach's dream. She does the little things right. She's bouncing around, and we keep saying it, but she is like our quarterback. 14-5 lead.
She's been around a day or two.
Yeah. But you know, a couple years ago, this squad right here was freshmen, 8th graders. I think really they came on. I'd say Duncan and Tabor played as freshmen, but this whole group was playing as sophomores. So by playing in those varsity minutes and continue to get better and better, it's improved their game. And we don't play an easy schedule. We play some tough tournaments, and this region's tough too. I would argue that top 5 region in volleyball, maybe top 3.
Yeah, and you mentioned a while ago Georgie again. You know, we play these private schools, and if you take our region and you take the private school volleyball out, because you have to ask Mr. Statman Cameron, I don't think we've had a state championship non-private school in the history of volleyball.
No. It's what is it? Assumption in volleyball, and
Assumption
Sacred Heart is in basketball.
Yep.
So Scotties get the point there. Yeah, I'm in favor of definitely classes. We only have in state of Kentucky classes in football, which I think is crazy. Brian Carter loves the Sweet 16 and Rupp Arena. That's all fine and great, but you could have 3 or 4 of those and still make it special by classing the system, and one of them needs to be private.
Yeah.
Another point for the Lady Patriots.
That was Nellie Sailors, I believe, on that hit.
Senior Nellie Sailor, 17-7 Lady Patriot run. We're on a roll now, and we'll have Georgie Tabor.
That was that little run I was talking about. We jumped up 5 there. On KK's there. She about 5 in a row, I believe.
Claire Clay is in the ball game. Laurel Weaver, Nellie Sailors, Faith Shaberg, Lily Cook, and Georgie Tabor. Tabor with a jump serve. Lady Scotties get a free ball over. Laurel Weaver diving for it. Just too much on it. And goes into the Lady Scotties bench to give them a point. Checking in for the Lady Scotties is Martin.
Number 11, Martin.
But our region is, you know, you got the Bowling Green schools, of course, but you got, it's competitive all over the.
Oh, yeah,
all
Logan County.
Yeah. Right here to 15th, you know. 16th maybe a little down this time. I think Metcalf's got a good team. Monroe's got a good team. I don't know about Russell. They sit over by themselves.
Yeah.
You know, in every sport, they sit over by themselves to region time.
But then you got Warren East, who's in the 15th. They beat South Warren last week. So, I mean, Warren East has proved, and I thought maybe when that coach left that they would kind of slow down, but they haven't. That was wishful thinking. And they got a young coach over there who does a good job, and they are still the powerhouse here in the 15th since they moved in. Serve into the middle to Lily Cook. And there's Faith Shaberg. The hit. Soto, and it hits off. No, that was not Soto. That was Jada Wood. Hits into the net. Weaver's going to come out. A little slow to get up there. Caitlin Duncan checks in. 18-10.
We looked a little, for a big word, discombobulated.
Yes.
There. We was just out of sync. I think we got back in. There's 2 great plays there.
Here's Monroe, the 8th grader, on the serve. And just too much on that one. Will go out of bounds. 18-11. Danica Harmon checking in for Monroe. Jada Wood will have the serve for the Lady Scotties. Served. Hits the net. Clay was able to pass it. Shaberg just didn't have the touch that she wanted. Kind of almost palmed it a little bit and couldn't get it over the net. 18-12, Glasgow starting to go on a little bit of a run. would serve again. Into the net, ACS point. Good to see Lady Patriot head coach Gary DeWitt in the stands tonight, watching on these Lady Patriots. Also got several students and football players, basketball players, Kyler Pettigo in the stands tonight. And another great job by the Lady Patriots. Lady Scotties cannot return the serve, and it's Lily Cook again.
Going to be a little excitement on that basketball floor for both teams.
Yes.
This fall and winter.
Yeah, I think both Lady Patriots and Patriots are going to have good years come this winter. And I'll tell you one thing. Both coaching staffs are going to have full energy with
No
Coach
doubt.
DeWitt.
No.
You've got the old school. He's still yelling like he's 22. And then Jeremy Garrett, he's full of energy too. And they're going to compete. And it don't matter who they are up against. They are full tilt. And I love the intensity from those two guys.
What a hit there by KK.
Great hit. Nobody was stopping that one. As Caitlin Duncan gets the point. Here comes Addison Ramsey in the ball game to have the serve for ACS. 21-13.
I don't believe I'd got in front of that.
No,
myself.
I think I would have got out of the way. Here's the serve into the net. And sometimes, when me and Cassie are doing the broadcast afterwards, I was like, she should have got that. Or Cassie's like, when you're on the floor, it's different. When that ball's coming at you and it's got spin and you're worrying where other people are at, and it's a lot that goes into it. It might look easy up here, but it's not.
Georgie on that little dump again. You can't teach that. Meg Foster used to do that all the time. I said, Meg, how do you do that? She said, I don't know. I mean, typical Meg. But,
yeah.
But it's not a Foster
the
anymore.
The vision. I mean, you just look. She can see the court.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like a no-look pass. I mean, and there's Duncan with another ace there. We've been killing it tonight with our serve, so we've done a really good job. And
you was talking about Coach DeWitt. Long before I met him, I was coaching other places, but I'd come to Allen County and watch LIS or something, and I was like, who is that? At that time he had hair. I was like, I'd go down here and slap him upside the head. He makes me mad. Love the guy, though. Love the guy. He's just intense, and that's what we need.
It is set point, Lady Patriots.
Set point here, 24-14.
Coach Cook told me he's going to try something different here with copying off UK with this music. And
I like this. We got the fans standing up. Duncan serve. Rolls off the net, and it's an ACS win in set one, 25-14. Caitlin Duncan gets the fans on their feet. A nice win, 25-14 for set one. ACS able to grab the victory. We'll head to set two. You're listening to Lady Patriot Volleyball right here on WVLE 99.3. Coming to you live here from Lady Patriot Court. Lady Patriots win set one over Glasgow here. ACS Volleyball 25-14. And they start off on second set with a point. Shayberg enters for ACS, and Georgie Tabor will have the serve. Diving for it is the libero of Glasgow. That was number 9, Audra Austin.
You know, I take a coaching tip from Al Barman. He said, you don't have to block. If you get up in front in that last play, we got up in front of her, she hits in the net. So you don't necessarily have to block it. Just get up in front of her.
Yep, have that presence.
Yeah. And it's true. I hate to tell Al, but he was right on that.
Glasgow hits it into the net. 3-0, Lady Patriot lead.
You know, this is where sometimes you can get a letdown off that first game. And
yeah.
It's good to see we just jump back out here and start it over again.
Austin. Now, Duncan. Tabor sets it up for Sailors, hits it into the middle. They'll move it around. And back
Just
line,
like yep.
Good communication.
Very good. Bench was up on that. They was hollering. And we got up on the net there, too.
4-0 lead for ACS here in set two.
Oh.
Served into the net. Gives Glasgow their first point. Be sure to stay tuned in with us, tune in with us Friday night as we'll be at home against the Glasgow Scotty football team. Coach Jackson Arnett and Coach Brad Hood will square off. The undefeated Scotties come in to play the Patriots. We'll have a 6:30 airtime, 7 o'clock kickoff. We should have the game live streamed as well. Diving for it is Tabor, but just out of reach.
That old rival coming to town.
Yes. We're able to beat them last year, but Scotty's got a tough team. It'll be a challenge for the Patriots, but still, you know, we had a huge crowd week 2 against Monroe. Hopefully we can continue to have that. That's the thing about ACS, and I know you've been at some schools that travel well like that, but ACS always, if you're having a great season or a bad season, the stands are packed.
Yeah, in my coaching career, probably ACS was probably one of the best. Maybe Edmonson County. And that 1 year I was there, we went to the semifinals, and it was packed.
Yeah.
But I think it's because we was going deep in the playoffs too.
So there's just nothing. You can't beat that small town atmosphere.
Oh, love it.
What are you doing tonight? Going to the game, and so 5-3 ACS lead. Glasgow starting to fight back as Monroe will have it, serving for ACS. The serve over near the side, now into the middle. Soto just kind of awkwardly hits it. Tabor going to push it across, and it's in. Great play from Georgia Tabor.
Look across there, and there's quite a bit of red over there.
Yes. We've got some fans in the upper arena.
Yeah.
6-3 ACS. Monroe has the serve. Towards the back line. Now into the net. Soto is an athletic player, and I think, you know, when if she can get on a roll there, she can definitely, like I said, 88 kills on the season. She just hasn't been able to get going here tonight.
What grade is she in? I know you said that earlier.
I think she is junior. Outside hitter and a junior. Hits off the net, ACS point.
That was a nice effort by Glasgow, number 13, I believe, but KK had that one down. Cameron and them refer to her as KK. Is that? So
yeah, that's what.
Okay.
They call her KK.
Caitlin, what? Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the serve. And they go for the kill. Tabor gets a hand on it, but is not able to reserve it. That had some speed on it. Checking in is number 19, Olivia Wood, and number 20, Danica Harmon. (8-4). The serve goes to the back row, into the hands of Duncan, and it's an ACS point. Great job there by Claire Clay. We'll be able to get that serve and pass it up towards Duncan. There's another young lady that really kind of heartbeat of this team and is able to get digs and set it up, and just an incredible passer. That ball hits the lights as the ACS maintenance staff will have to go up there and check on that one as it's still moving. And great volley back and forth. And it goes out. I could hear Coach Cook screaming out from the bench. Another great communication, and gives ACS the 10-4 lead.
You was talking about Claire and all these girls. The ones I'm around are just highly intelligent, good kids. It's just good to be around them when I'm here in the gym. But I hear Cameron and Chloe and all them talk about them. They're just really good individuals on top of being good volleyball.
And as a coach, you mean, to have that's just great, because, you know, coaching, you don't get paid a lot. You're spending time away from your family for next to nothing, really, and it just makes it so much enjoyable when you have that type of group. When you can come out, know they're going to do the little things on the floor, in the classroom. When you see them out in town, you know they're not going to cause any trouble, and that's always good to have. I know you're going to have your rowdy ones here every now and again, but this is a good group, for sure. Duncan hits it towards the back row. Now they'll try to set it up. Soto pushes it. Tabor passes it to Cook. Now back now to Shayberg with the point.
That was great teamwork right there. I couldn't even keep up with him. I'm glad you was trying to.
Yeah, that was pretty quick right there. Serve into the back row and goes off of the Lady Scotties to give ACS the point, 14-4. And a timeout brought to you by North Central Telephone Company.
And provide information on how you can become more energy efficient. Best of all, the program is free. Contact your local Tri-County Electric office for more information on the Energy Right Home Evaluation Program. Tri-County Electric, owned and operated by those they serve.
Coming to you live here from Lady Patriot Gym. Harmon diving for it, able to get it across. And now hits it in towards ACS territory, back and forth. And Scotty's knock it into the net. It's an ACS point, 15-5. Well, it's that time of the year as I'm already having to use cough drops. That is an announcer's favorite. I'm a big fan of, I don't like the cherry. I'm more of the lemon flavored or the honey. But, yeah, no telling. During basketball season, you'll see just a pile of them there on the scores table.
If you got Brian Carter with you, he likes the cherry ones. Or used to. He'd have a pocket full.
I can't do the cherry ones. They're too sweet for me. Yeah, Brian normally has those, and he has his Diet Sunkiss, which I make fun of him, and I said, you're the only person that drinks Diet Sunkiss. That is, I've never even seen it at a store. And he told me what aisle they had it in Dollar General. And
yeah. I'm a Diet Dew guy, but I've borrowed one or two out of his refrigerator every now and then.
Lady Patriots don't get the hit that they want, and Scotties get a point. But for the most, we're in control, 16-6. And like we said in the pregame, this is a game that you had to get your feet back under you after a tough week last week, going 0-3, losing to Southeast and Edmondson. And now tonight, let's get the thing started. We've got Glasgow tonight. We go to Butler Thursday. And then are we on the road this weekend?
He's canceled that one.
Okay.
It was over scheduled. And I think he told me Sunday that's canceled. So they're not going to go there.
Then I guess the next game will be Barron County next Tuesday here at home. And we'll have that one on the air. 6 o'clock airtime, 6 o'clock start.
Another big district match there.
So if you can get hot this week, and hopefully it carry over into next week. I think Butler's around 500, so not much about them, but should be able to take care of business on Thursday. 17-8 lead. Tabor kind of dumps it off again. You know, she does an incredible job. Just putting
just where nobody's at.
Nobody's at.
Yeah, I think Butler's staff is used. Last year was at Franklin.
Okay.
And they went up there and took that program over. So I'm not real sure. Like you said, they're 500, but going to Butler, right?
Going to Butler.
Still got to go play.
Yeah, and if it was, I'll tell you, last year we went over there for a girls' basketball game, and it was the day that it snowed. I don't think we had school. Maybe it was Martin Luther King Day. I don't remember, but didn't have school, but it was snowed that day, and we go over there, and they had that heat going like it was a wood furnace somewhere. I mean, I look over at Donnie. He was sweating. I was sweating. Brian was sweating. And it was winter, so we had all our winter clothes on. By the end of it, I was like, we got to get out of here. Somebody open up a door. I mean, it was burning up. So hopefully Cameron they won't be too hot over there. Served into the net, or hit into the net, 21-8.
Prior to that point, I don't know how she does it. A lot of our kids can do that float serve, and it just dropped over the net. Claire Clay on that one.
And there it is again. It dropped at the last minute.
It's like a drop ball in baseball. Yeah. It just drops out of nowhere.
Because it's elevating, it's going towards the back row, and then boom, just comes straight down. Oh, there's some corn dogs being eaten there by our Patriot football players, Deontay and Aiden Granger, as it's corn dog night here at ACS. Ramsey gets it up towards the net. Now Lily Cook with a kill. How about that, Randy? Lily Cook comes up big for ACS.
You know, you look out there, 6 kids out there, and all sitting in the course of the bench too. But every one of them's in the game.
Yeah.
They come in and out, and they're doing their job, whether it's on the bench or on the floor.
Yeah, that's
Claire
impressive.
on another drop serve. They played that one, but
Here's Nellie Sailors towards the back row, kind of hits up into the rafters, and that one will go out and into Shane Humphrey, ACS principal's hands once again. Set point 24-8 here in set number 2. Claire Clay will have the serve.
like the crowd participation
yes.
in this. They're all standing. Maybe some don't know why they're standing, but they're standing.
Well, hopefully this can be a tradition. Yeah. Drop serve into the middle. Tip it over into Nellie Sailor's hands. Scotty's back to Sailors. Coming Lady Scotty's on the left side. Back row, it's out. Lady Patriots win 25-8. We will head to set number 3, as my daughter showed me that she's got a green ring pop and is loving that. So Lady Patriots win the first 2 sets. We'll head to set number 3. You're listening to Lady Patriot Volleyball right here on the Patriot Sports Radio Network. If they can get this win, they will win the match. As, like I said, they're on the road Thursday to Butler County and then be back at home Tuesday against Barron County. We'll have that game on the air. So kind of looking ahead, Tuesday, the September 16th, Barron County will have that on the air. Tuesday, September 23rd, Warren East at home will have that on the air. Thursday, October 2nd, Hart County on the air. And then Thursday, October 16th, Warren Central on the air. And then we should, if I can talk Cassie into it, it might cost me a meal, go over to Glasgow. I think me and you did it last year in the district tournament at Barron. But we'll try to get that game on the broadcast. And then Friday night, Patriot football team taking on Glasgow Scotties. And first serve.
That's the first serve that she's had that's been an ace since the beginning. And we talked about that earlier about getting ahead and, not hitting it in net, giving yourself a chance anyway.
That's a good stat to have. ACS starts set 3 off, and now kind of hits the top of the net, rolls over, diving for it was Soto of Glasgow. Shayberg hits it in the middle, and nobody can get to it. It's another ACS point, 2-0. Georgie Tabor will have the serve here. And here comes the Lady Patriots, hits it out of bounds there by the Lady Scotties, 3-0 lead. The JV team warming up on the side there. They're ready to go.
We can jump out here pretty good. It may just have them fold up.
Yes. Tabor serve just a little bit too much, and I think the libero was actually going to hit it until you heard them telling her to let it go, and it goes out.
Good teamwork right there for Glasgow, because I believe you're right. She was going to try to return that one.
Gives Glasgow their first point of the ball game, or of the third set. Shayberg hits it in the middle to Soto. Now there's Wood. Hard hit off of Clay.
I think we tipped that at the net too, or maybe at the top of the net, but something went bad there.
Kind of changed the direction there. Jump serve, back row towards dunking. Now up in the middle, Cook pushes it towards the right side of the floor. And it's out. ACS with the score there. Here comes Monroe in for the senior, Nellie Sailors. Served by Monroe. And it's in. Oh, that was an in-between right there.
Yeah, I don't know if she was watching very much or not, but we'll take it.
Yeah. It looked in to me, but
Yeah.
that's I say it every game. That's the hardest job. The guys, the officials, should give their salary to these line judges on the end, the parents that have to make those tough calls.
Yeah, it's still on the officials, the official guys. They can always screw it up and just go redo.
Yeah.
It's the only sport in America that you can redo.
Well, that's I say it all the time. It'd be like a check swing, and you look to a parent that's standing out there and gives you the call. It blows my mind that you have line judges there. But I guess you got to have trustworthy people. But I could see where you go somewhere and it could turn into an issue. I don't know. I've never seen it, so.
Yeah, I've seen a few being around it that gets questionable, but the good judge will take care of that.
Yeah.
And they either redo it or talk about it. But volleyball still, it's intense, but
6-3 lead. Here's the serve from Lily Cook. Now they'll pass. Tabor, Shaberg. Ball's tipped and gives Glasgow the point.
believe it or not, and we started Monroe County in 2002. I was a coach, come from football, and the coaches could not get off the bench. If you stood up, you got yellow card. Well, you're talking about an assistant football coach who was up all the time, yelling. So I go, you give me a yellow card, I'm gonna stand up.
Just go ahead and give it to me after the national anthem. I mean, I'm going to earn it.
Just get you a stack ready.
6-5, ACS lead. Serve goes into Claire Clay's hands. Now Shaberg. Lady Scotties. Oh, just goes right past three of our Lady Patriots there to give Glasgow the point. And they've tied it up. All right, now we got to lock back in. We kind of jumped out two big wins there in set 1 and 2. And then the serve kind of awkwardly. Harmon tries to get her hands up there, but.
And Hartman did say it was zigzagging on her. I could see it looked like a knuckleball. Hard one to return, as Cassie would say.
And then when it gets, up
just like
towards your head, you can't make a decision what kind of hand movement you're going to do. And 7-6 lead for Glasgow. Harmon keeps it alive into KK's hands. Now Shaberg pushes it across. And all the Scotties just watch it fall.
I think they was expecting her to hit that one.
Ties it up, 7
on track here and run a few right here.
It's towards the back row to Austin. Here's Soto into the net. 8-7 Lady Patriot lead.
You know, I know that young lady's frustrated when she hits in the net, but throwing a ball under the net, I've seen kids flip and fall off that ball and be out for a while. So just, I know, she's competitive. That's fine. Roll it back under and do it better next time.
Yeah. And now we serve it into the net. Game's tied at 8-all. Comes the serve from the Lady Scotties, and that
drop.
That was one from the get-go. You saw it was not going to be much height on that one. Drops in.
And they all make it look easy. I don't think that's that easy.
Another drop ball. Clay's able to save it. KK gets the point. Caitlin Duncan.
When in doubt, just go right over there.
You can always count on that. Duncan will serve. Nellie Sailors checks in the ball game. Tied at 9. Comes this Lady Scotties, kind of goes awkwardly. Now Ramsey's able to save it, and ball goes out just really close there on the sidelines, but does go out.
Just a bit outside. Wrong sport.
Little Bob Euchre.
Yeah. Can't believe they let off that one.
And now Tabor and the Lady Scotties get tangled up at the net. Now she'll set it up to Nellie Sailors. Lady Scotties return the hit. Ramsey.
Yeah.
What was the call?
She carried it from back.
So now tied at 10 here in set 3. Here's where we need to gain that momentum back. Kind of go on a rogue, get a couple serves going our way.
Run it out to about 15 here.
In the middle, diving for it is Clay. Now to Sailors. And the Lady Patriots get the point.
I couldn't keep up with how many times. I think that was 4, right?
Yes. And I think they're arguing.
He's going to redo that. I think it was a tip first, and then they hit it on the third and
yeah.
over. So I believe he's going to redo that one. So there you go. We get to redo
the serve here. Clay with a little drop ball serve into the middle. And now free ball over to Ramsey. Ramsey to Lily Cook. Hit back to Ramsey, passes it towards Tabor. They tip it. Ball goes back on the ACS side into Sailor's hands. Back row, and it's a kill.
Beautiful hit by Sailors right there, right down the line. I don't believe you could have run down there and placed that any better.
That was a talented play there from Nellie Sailors. 11-10, and the serve just doesn't have anything on that one. Goes under the net.
It's like a swing and a miss there a little bit, so I think her footwork's off. Got a good smile on her face.
Yeah.
She'll come back. Can't push it out right here.
Well, tied at 11. Laurel Weaver gets a hand on it. Ramsey just gets it over the net just a little bit, but it will do. Cook goes down. I don't know if it's her ankle. Yeah, I think it is her ankle. We're going to take a quick injury timeout here. It's all tied up at 11. You're listening to Lady Patriot Volleyball right here on the Patriot Sports Radio Network. We'll be back after this 2-minute break. Back to the action here. Hate to see it. Lily Cook rolls her ankle. Like you said, Randy, I don't know. They both jumped up towards the net. I don't know if she stepped on the other girl's ankle and kind of rolled it, come down awkwardly.
Yeah.
You see that a lot in volleyball and basketball, and she is able to, they had to help her off the floor there. Shayberg checks into the ball game. So now we have Shayberg, Ramsey, Sailors, Alex Walker, Laurel Weaver, and Georgie Tabor. So 12-11, ACS lead here in set 3. We've been dealt with injuries all year long, and just when we think we're going to escape it here, as we're in set 3, Cook rolls her ankle, and I think we're going to get back to the action here. Tabor will have the serve. Great serve, and
that's what we needed right there.
Again, Glasgow back paddling, can't quite return the serve. And you're right, we needed that, needed the momentum shift after the injury to go back our way. 13-11, ACS. Here comes Tabor, serve with a spin right there. That looked like a slider. Tabor passes it to Clay. Now they'll set it up. Sailors, back row, hits up towards the rafters there, comes back, and the Lady Scotties can't return it. 14-11.
Nellie's got a little punch today.
Yeah, Nellie. It's a nice serve, or a nice hit there.
Just needed that one to go over. I see what she was trying. She's just trying to dump it over the net. Lily's down there smiling, so maybe she's just rolled it really hard. Get some ice on it. Little rest.
It's always scary when you come down on it like that. 14-12 ACS. Soto with the serve into the net. I believe that was number 1, Aubrey Norris, the sophomore. You'll see her in the winter. She's a basketball player.
I was just wondering how many of these kids would switch over on Glasgow.
I wonder if Soto does. She's a good-looking athlete, can jump out of the gym. I don't remember saying her name in basketball, but Monroe's serve Into Soto's hands of the Lady Scotties. They'll try to free ball it over into back to Monroe. Sets it up. Duncan, and a good block there. Haven't seen too many blocks in this game.
That was nice. Both of them got up at the same time.
Wooten with the block. Harmon checks in. 15-13 here in set number 3. Serve into Harmon's hands. Now Tabor to Shaberg. Another block. Soto and Wooten there. Here come the Lady Patriots. Norris pushes it across to Clay. Claire Clay over to Tabor. Tabor to Duncan, and it's out. 15-14.
Just a little out of sync there. She just barely missed that line over on the side.
Here's the hit towards Duncan. Duncan into Tabor's hands. And that one's in. Oh, that looked close, Randy. I don't know.
That was right on the line. Of course, we got a little different angle here.
Yeah, we're up here. Wish we had a little instant replay there.
Yeah, that was really close.
Tied at 15-all. We just can't finish.
Wow.
That one looked into me, so
maybe it's
back and
our
forth.
eyesight. I don't know. Glare off the.
Yeah.
But we'll take that one.
Yeah, we will. 16-15.
It is definitely difficult to do that.
Oh, I would not want to do
it. Can you imagine college?
Oh, can't imagine that. And then, you know, if Maggie ever plays volleyball and they come up in the stand, hey, can you do this? No, absolutely not. I'll work concessions or I'll pick up trash, but I am not going to be that line judge.
Well, I've done it before, and you sort of get wrapped up in the game, and they go, was it in or out? I don't know. I was watching the game.
Yeah.
You know, Glasgow fighting back hard here. We just seem like we just can't get that one.
16-all. Serve into the middle to Harmon. Now Tabor saves it. Shaberg.
Get up.
And ACS point. Great job there by Metter.
Coaching flinch there, sorry.
Hey, bring that mic up a little bit. You're trying to whisper into the mic.
Am I not talking loud enough?
There you go. There you go. Yeah, they do. 17-16. Ramsey gets the serve into Norris's hands. That ball is hit hard off the block and just goes all the way out of bounds. Tied at 17. This one has been the closest set yet. A win here and we'll be able to get the sweep. A loss, we'll have to play set 4. Ooh, that hits off Ramsey and Clay there. And they do catch it. Goes off of Ramsey's hands, and I think then it hit off Clay's shoulder or maybe even her nose. Yeah, she pointed to her face, so I think it hit her face. 18-17, Glasgow with the lead. Serve to Ramsey up towards the net. The ball rolls. Norris hits it behind her. And Soto just didn't have anything to do. That couldn't really get her hands angled there.
I bet that ball rolled 3 or 4 feet across there.
Duncan, who served well all night, will be asked to do it right here on a big serve. Line drive.
Nice play by Glasgow there.
Ramsey gets it to Sailors, and she just tips it across. They go into the middle, and Ramsey hits it and goes behind her. 19-18 Glasgow.
Substitution for the Lady Patriots, number 5, Weaver.
Laura Weaver checks in. Hits the net. ACS point, 19-all.
It's interesting, that young lady was serving from the baseline.
Yeah. And you wonder why it didn't get over there. Claire Clay with a drop ball serve there into the middle. Now free ball it over. Back to Clay. Clay's pass to Tabor. Oh, what a play from Walker. Great kill there. She gets it on as her sister. I I don't know if Duncan's beat it yet, but her sister has all-time kills, I believe. And then her sister was Anna, now Alex right there with the kill. Great job. 20-19, that one's out. 21-19, ACS creeping their way towards victory. See if Clay can get another big serve here for ACS. Low serving, just barely gets across the net. Now Weaver's pass to Tabor, pushes it into the middle. They'll find a way to return it. Out, and another great job by ACS, 22-19. Clay in the middle to Wood. They tip it, and Walker had both jump. Yeah.
Just bad timing. Was up in the net, just couldn't get it. Just need to get it back right here and finish this one out.
They'll have Austin on the serve. Here's the serve into Clay's hands. They'll push it across. Glasgow gets the point.
That one looked close too.
Yeah.
The young lady was in my way too, but I was looking at the up official and I thought maybe he would overrule that.
And good timeout there by Coach Cook. He kind of recognizes, got to be able to finish right here. We're up 22-21. Kind of rally the troops right here in set 3. You're listening to Lady Patriot Volleyball on WVLE 99.3. We'll be back after this 1-minute break.
Food line are open 24 hours a day. Call 370-339-KEEP or go online at additionalstorage.scottsville.com. U-Haul rentals also available. Rent online at uhaul.com.
Coming to you live here, Lady Patriot Gym. Walker gets a hit. Lady Patriots up 22-21 in the middle. Ramsey diving for it. Tabor pushes it across. Now the hit, Ramsey again. They'll set it up to Nellie Sailors into the net. Glasgow has tied it up 22-all. Lady Patriots are without injured Lily Cook as she hurt herself here in this third set. Coach Cook arguing the call, or going to send his captain Tabor over to argue the call there.
Well,
tied up at 22.
She carried that.
Yeah. Now Laura Weaver just can't get low enough. That one goes off of her hands and gives Glasgow the lead, 23-22. Here in set 3. They won a set both times last year, and if we're not careful, they'll win this set this year. To Walker into the net, 24-22.
Maybe a little over there. Maybe should have just got that one back over. Off the net set. That's hard to spike from 10-foot line.
Timeout brought to you by North Central Telephone Company. If you have NCTC provided to you, you can check us out, channel 97 with that Patriot Sport Radio broadcast in the Lady Patriot Glasgow game. Big shout out to Desmond here tonight, filming the game. Point serve here for Glasgow. Austin will have the serve. Serve goes to Duncan. Now to Walker. Walker hits it. Soto keeps it alive. Goes high in the gym there. The block, Tabor. And that's set number 3. Glasgow gets the win. 25-22. We do not come to play there in set 3. And Glasgow has the intensity, gets the win in set number 3. We're not able to finish there. 25-22. Lady Scotties get the win. We'll head to the set number 4. You're listening to Lady Patriot Volleyball, WVLE 99.3, and we'll be back after this 2-minute break. The Patriots fall to 25-22. I'll be honest with you, I think it was tied 12-12, 13-13, right around that mark when Lily went down, and ever since then, we have kind of lost momentum, and Glasgow was able to, just fight back. They did the little things they'd get a point, we get a point. They just never let it got out of reach, and then able to come back. We were up 2 there at the end, and they got the win. So now we're in set 4.
Yeah, we had a couple of, questionable calls, I guess, but that didn't kill us. But, we just couldn't get over the top. When she went down, like you said, 12-12 maybe, we'd fall back and forth.
Tabor with the serve to Austin. Now back row to Clay. Here comes Nellie Sailors. Nice touch there. They were able to return it awkwardly, and just how did that stay in?
I have no idea.
I mean, you look at Georgie's face and just like, how? I mean, there was no way. She thought it was not going to stay in, or possibly not even get over the net. Tied at 1-1. Serve into Duncan's hands up towards the net. And then Walker with a nice touch there gives ACS the point, 2-1.
This is where that senior leadership would come out in this 4th game here. It's like Andy's examining her pretty good, Billy down there, and they're going to take care of her.
He does a great job.
Yes, he does.
Gets his steps in for sure. He's running down from football practice now to volleyball game. I tell you, I pulled up in the parking lot. Everything's going on right now. I think we had middle school football. Football was practicing. We had cheerleaders. They have a cheerleader program, I guess, on maybe Tuesday. I don't know when it is, but Little League cheerleaders out here. I think we saw soccer teams going. They were going on the road. And then Lady Patriot volleyball. So the parking lot was packed.
Busy campus.
But you love to see it, and especially that fall atmosphere. Everybody's outside, and Lady Patriots keep it together and get the point. Great job there by Faith Scheberg. Ties it at 2-all. Here comes Metter into the ball game for Walker. Again, nice crowd tonight for ACS. See a lot of red out there. Now some students are starting to come in for Corn Dog Night. Hits off Duncan's hands, gives the Lady Scotties the point.
Just seem like we can't get a flow right now.
My daughter Maggie is listening on, and she begged me to say hocus pocus. So I'm saying hocus pocus on the radio tonight. Between her and Seth Parrish, Friday night's football, Seth Parrish will send me a text, hey, work this word in. And he'll send this huge word that I can't most time even say. And then he's like, just working in this if you can. And so he's listening on. I don't think, and Seth, who normally probably wouldn't care about high school football, is now listening to me, so I'm trying to work that word in. I think I've worked in slobber knocker for you a few times in football.
I've heard that, yeah.
But yeah, there you go, Maggie. I said hocus pocus. Hopefully that will give us some momentum, and the Lady Patriots can get the win here in set number 4. It's a 5-3 lead. That one goes in. There was nothing we could do about that one. Nice hit by the Lady Scotties.
Hocus pocus.
Yeah, she has already started the hocus pocus with Halloween, and it's a Halloween movie that has been rolling at our house. Nice touch there from Tabor. Now Ramsey, Duncan, and they'll block it. But it goes out of bounds, and it's an ACS point. Nellie Sailors comes in, a 6-4 lead, ACS. Lady Patriots looking for their 10th win of the season and their 2nd district win. Jump serve, line drive into the net. I think that's one thing that I've noticed. The first 2 sets we served the ball really well. These last 2 we haven't been quite. But, you know, district games are the only time you really play best of 5.
Right, yeah.
And now most of those are best 2 out of 3. So this is where that endurance and all that preseason running and conditioning pays off, and a good point there from ACS.
Now, back I can't remember. I think I coached 2016. Our district decided not to play the best of 5. Was out too late. But so then you get in the region, a little long there. You get in the region and you have to go, and you get to this. Say you win 2 games and you go, we won. No, we didn't win. We got another one.
Yep.
So they finally decided to go 5 all the way across the region now.
That is a good switch. And are most district games, are they varsity JV freshmen or just varsity JV?
Varsity JV. And in the times that I've been around, because it shortens. This could go 5 right here, if we don't pull this one out. So it goes lengthy. So if you throw the freshman in there, and your dad used to say, no 3s on the 5 games.
Tied at 7-all. Diving for it is Ramsey to keep it alive. There is Walker. Gets the hit, and that's out. Weaver gets out of the way of that one as it goes to the back row and gives ACS the point, 8-7. Shayberg checks in for Ramsey.
Georgie back on serve. Maybe she can run a few of ours.
Low serve and gives us the ace and the point.
You don't think, and I'm sure Cassie can back me up on this, you don't think that you're moving a lot, but you're back and forth everywhere on this court. And it does get to be exhausting by the 3rd or 4th set.
That one was in. Gives Glasgow the point. And that was one of those, like, you get into the game, the line judge put her flag up, but she meant in. And
right.
Yeah, I can see where that happened.
She's watching like I would.
9-8, tips the net. Weaver can't get to it. Weaver again gets up slowly. Tied at 9. Got to figure out a way to get this win.
Out.
You don't want to go to set 5.
No, definitely.
To 15 there in set 5. So Glasgow has come to play here late as they do serve it a little too hard there, goes out of bounds.
Substitutions for the Lady Patriots. Number 3, Duncan, and number 21, Monroe.
She's got ice on both ankles.
I knew it was initially that right one. Maybe it was both. Great job there from Shayberg and Walker. Now the free ball over into Tabor's hands. Nice tip from Walker. Now to Monroe, up towards the net, just a little too much.
Just can't get away from them.
Continue to fight. Faith Cleary doing a good job at Glasgow. They're battling in this one. Served out of bounds.
Nice play by Harmon there. She recognized that's going wide.
Here's the serve from Clay into the middle of the floor. Great job there from Metter. Ball goes up high. And that one just doesn't time it right. Gets over Metter's head.
I think the girl that hit that was no time, and she was coming down when she hit it. Just didn't get a lot of, but just enough to get over the net.
Duncan goes for the kill, and Norris gets the block. 12-11 Glasgow. Look out, Randy, as the Lady Scotties, who were down 2-0, win set 3 and now are ahead here in set 4.
What's that old word, Mo? Momentum?
Momentum. Duncan.
Oh, nice play by Duncan.
Goes up like she's going to go for the kill, and then just pushes it across. Barely hits it.
A
Ties
sign
at
of
12.
a thinking players. They blocked her twice, so why not just dump it over their head there?
Hard serve into the hands of Ramsey. Ramsey feeds it to Duncan. Another soft touch there. Into the hands of Glasgow. Rolls off of Tabor. Now to Ramsey. Oh, what a play from Georgie Tabor. Pushes it across. Harmon sets it up. Here comes Metter, and the Lady Scotties cannot return it. They'll get the point. ACS 13, Glasgow 12. Ramsey, who's one of our better servers, leads the team in aces, has had a couple tonight. We're going to look to hopefully rally around her. There's Duncan with the point. That goes off of a Lady Scotty. She's upset. That one came off pretty good. Faith Cleary has no choice but to call a timeout as she can sense that the Lady Patriots are moving in the right direction. So a timeout brought to you by NCTC. It's Lady Patriots 14, Lady Scotties 12. And Franklin's in there somewhere. Tough schedule for the Patriot football team.
Definitely. October, you mentioned the word October and hocus pocus. It's here before you know it.
It will be. And I think we play on Halloween. We play Barron on Halloween night. Tabor hits it, try to get it across. It hits the light, comes down awkwardly. You know, sometimes they try to move those games if it does fall on Halloween. I can remember my freshman or sophomore year, we were playing at Monroe, and instead of playing on that Friday night, we played on that Thursday. And we went over there, had a pretty good football team, and that was the best Monroe County team I'd ever seen. They had the Harlan boy at quarterback, Neil Wilson, went on to play at Western, and they wore us out on that Thursday night.
Let's see. Maybe a junior year?
Yeah, maybe.
Because I remember
that team went on to play. They lost to Antonio Andrews, Fort Campbell in the semifinals. I think that game was at Monroe.
Believe you're right. Yeah, that was a good squad they had over there.
Sailors doesn't get the hit that she wants, goes into the net. 15-14. Lady Scotties hanging around.
Yeah, you might not want to travel those back roads to Monroe County on Halloween.
Yeah, it's pretty rough Halloween night. Weaver elects to hit it. It was going towards the back row. Metter's got to get it over, and she does. Great communication there. Now Weaver tipped. Tabor to Clay. Sets it up to Sailors. Sailors gets it over. Good volley. Ramsey diving for it. She palmed it. No call.
Maybe it's because my son's coaching, but that's ridiculous. You cannot bring the ball from the back of your head and sling it over the net.
Don't get the call we want, and it's knotted up at 15. Starting to be a nail biter here in set number 4. It's Austin with the serve for the Lady Scotties. Laurel Weaver now to Metter, hits it into the middle. Norris passes it to Austin. Now Clay.
Nice play.
Lady Scotties on that left side. Set it up to Nellie Sailors. It's tipped, ball's up in the air. Norris continues the play, diving for it. Ramsey gets it across the net. Lady Scotty players collide there. Ball continue into the net. And you could see that time she was going to push the ball.
Yeah, and lost control of it. A lot of hustle on both sides right now. Just getting after it.
16-15. Metter's serve, and that's in. You hear Soto yelling out, 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 and it dies at the. I think it was a right call, because even if you go for that, it was going to be a hard ball.
Oh, yeah.
To get. It was over their head. That's the right call. I mean,
it just sort of died right there at the end.
See if we can capitalize on that. We're up 2 here in set number 4. Metter again towards the back row. Soto backs up, hits the ball into Norris's hands. Norris into the net. That was number 7, Jada Wood. 18-15. ACS. Metter on a little bit of a run here serving.
Yeah.
Nice hit. Norris. And it's another point. Oh, no, she kicks it. Lady Scotty player kicks it to keep it alive, and they're not going to get to that one. Great job, Nellie Sailors, able to finish that.
She might be the middle fielder in soccer for Glasgow. Just missing a game tonight. That was a great play.
19-15.
If that's a position on soccer, I'm not 100% sure.
Hey, I'll go with it. I don't know either. Here we go. Matter, another great serve. We'll see. Set it up to Sailors. Hits it into the middle to Wood. Wood to Ramsey. Ramsey back to Sailors. Sailors near the sideline. Gets it across. Wood goes for the hit. Great dig there from Ramsey. Here comes ACS back. Sailors to Soto. Keeping it alive. Back and forth. They go for the kill and get it. That was a good run. Metter went on a what? A 4-0 run?
4-0, yeah.
19-16 kind of gives you that edge. Checking in, we've got Clay and Duncan. Get some offense here. I tell you, if you can win this serve and give us the ball back,
yeah,
it should be pretty much over. You can already kind of feel the momentum shifted back on us. Glasgow starting to get a little bit tired late here in set 4. Into the hands of Tabor. Now Duncan, and there it is.
That
Caitlin
might be
Duncan.
why that sub come back in.
Yes.
I was wondering, he took Weaver out off the back row. That might have been a preset call right there to get her the ball.
20-16. Georgie Tabor now back serving. Just the person we want serving for the ACS. Back to Austin. Austin gets it. Now to Duncan. Hits it up towards the net. Shayberg. Lady Scotties keep it alive. Diving for it is Duncan. It's behind her back. Sailors up towards the net, but it couldn't get to it. 20-17 now. Back in Glasgow's hands. Here's the serve from number 7, Wood, the sophomore. Into the middle to Clay. Duncan gets it across, diving for it are the Lady Scotties. Now Soto's hit, and it goes. And it was in. Goes the back row. I think it hit the line.
I think so, but she didn't make the call. He made the call.
Yeah.
Down judge did. I don't know how in the world he can see that, but he's got good eyes.
Yeah, she kind of gave one of those. I don't know. And
yeah, that's all hard. That's,
Yeah, it is
it's hard to do.
20-18. Wood. That one is out for sure. Hits the Patriot Man logo on the wall here. 21-18. Monroe comes in for Sailors to serve.
Big serve right here.
Monroe, the 8th grader, gets it into Austin's hands. Here comes Soto. Pushes it across, and we can't get it over. 21-19. Glasgow just not going to let you.
Just won't go away.
They just keep you in reach. Glasgow serve. Into Clay's hands. Now to Duncan. And that one just gets too far. Duncan can't get up there to hit the ball. And 21-20. Here comes Duncan and gets the kill. 22-20. Got to finish here. See if Clay can drop one in, give us a good serve. We're up 2 late in set number 4.
Nice to have one of her drop balls just to drop.
We won set 1 25-14, set 2 25-8, and lost set 3 25-22. There is a perfect drop ball. Great job.
I don't know. Maybe Coach Bray needs to see if she can do that on the field.
Hey, I'll take it. She would fill up the strike zone there. 23-20. Timeout, Glasgow. As that timeout brought to you by NCTV. I think 4A and 6A are definitely the most fun or the most best teams out of the classes. And then my favorite is always 2A. I just love Mayfield, Beechwood, some of those teams that are just powerhouses.
Definitely. You know, I lived in Mayfield for a while, and we would go to games as a little kid.
Yeah.
And the atmosphere even back then was just unreal.
I can't imagine. 23-20, we get the point there. The serve, or now this is point
game. Yep.
24-20.
That'll do it.
That's going to do it. 25-20. Lady Patriots get the win. They get their 10th win of the season, their second district win of the year. Right now they are in the two seed of the 15th district with a big win there over Glasgow.